Quickly done, right? TP on the second position, and the first position was also TP'd but from the previous TP because it entered at a lower point. See, this is how to play the super trend in 2024, which hopefully will be applicable in 2025. As for the statistical results, I showed them at the beginning, so you can go back and watch. Have you ever wondered if the super trend strategy that many traders use to profit in the gold market is still viable? In the 2025 market, amidst global market volatility with a strong dollar and unforeseen economic crises, today we will find the answer. I will primarily prove the strength of the super trend strategy in 2024. If it performs well in 2024, there is a chance that this system will continue to be effective in 2025. But don't forget that past performance does not guarantee future results, though it's better than having no information at all and trading blindly. So, as always, my friends, you don't have to believe me, but trust the statistics. Let's first look at the trading performance of the super trend in my style from 2024, and then we'll delve into the trading methods. If you like this kind of single clip, don't forget to like, share, and hit the notification bell, or receive free techniques via line at Shang Trade School, which is currently displayed on the screen. If you're ready, let's score. The test results have concluded. In 2020, a full 41 years on the gold chart with a 4-hour time frame. This is based on the Tickmill broker's chart only. Other brokers might have different prices, so the results will vary. The reason I use Tick Broker is that it has a top-tier global license, an FCA license from the UK, and the commission rates are very low. My main trading is done with Tickmill Broker. Okay, let's take a look at the in-depth statistics of the super trend strategy in 2020. What happened was, I used a risk per trade of 5% for the test, with an initial capital of $10,000. The risk-reward ratio was 1.5, and the win rate was quite high for this strategy. I want you to look at this, 72.5%. It was able to turn a profit of $363.24%. This means that if you started with $10,000 and followed my trades exactly as shown in this video, you would end up with a profit of $36,124. A total of 40 trades were made, with 29 wins and only 10 losses. Only 10 losses. The profit factor is as high as 3.95. How about the maximum drawdown? It's only at 14.26, which is quite okay, not too high. I usually set the normal threshold at 30%. So you can see that this is a system that can turn a profit beautifully in 2024 and has the potential to continue well into 2025. Therefore, this strategy, the super trend with 3 lines, which you are about to see in the next few minutes, is something I want you to keep in your system library. Your trading friends can use it in 2025 and I guarantee it will be a hit. As for the trading techniques and settings, let's continue to follow along. Today, I have good news for traders who already have an account with Tickmill Broker or are considering opening one. Champion World Tech School, in collaboration with Tickmill Broker, is launching a quality trading signal room, AI Master Signal, which you can use for free. It provides real-time trading signals covering both the gold and Forex markets using the latest AI version tested in real markets for over 5 years, generating profits overall. 1000%. The method to join is very simple. Just open an account with Tickmill Broker through the link below the video, deposit $700, fill out the form to join the signal room, and then wait for the team to verify. You will be invited to the room immediately. Don't wait too long, as golden opportunities like this don't come often. AI Master Signal is the trading assistant of the future that you can access for free. Screen signing is very easy. We will use a total of 2 indicators, which are the Supertrend and EMA. The Supertrend has a total of 3 lines divided like this, which will be used to filter trends and find the most advantageous entry points. For the first Supertrend line, you can set it like this, 10, with a factor of 1, so 10 and 1. Then, the second Supertrend line will be arranged as follows. ATR length is 11, with a factor of 2. The last line is the Supertrend 12 with a factor of 3. This will give you 3 Supertrend lines like this for future trend analysis. The colors will be like this. And in Internet 5, there is a Supertrend. If anyone doesn't have it, you can open an account with Tickmill Broker and deposit $200 or more. and message me on the line channel T-School. I will send you the Supertrend indicator and others that I have created over the past 270 episodes, sending all of them to you. The next and final indicator is the EMA, or Exponential Moving Average. The EMA uses a period of 350 and the source is close. This will be for the future trend, providing an overall big picture. Let's take a look at how this strategy works for trading in an uptrend. This strategy is very simple and easy to trade with, consisting of only 3 steps. Let's go through them step by step. Step 1 is using the EMA filter, which involves looking at the overall big picture. If the candlestick price is floating above the 350 EMA line like this, I will only trade in the upward direction because the upward trend has the advantage. However, if the price is below the 350 EMA line like this, I will only trade in the sell direction. This is step 1, and it's very simple. So now you should be able to tell me what direction to trade in with the current chart, right? If the closing price is here, we only trade in the sell direction. All right, let's continue. Try playing it. At this point, you can see that the closing price is now higher than the EMA 350. Therefore, we will change our perspective from looking down to looking up. Step 1 is now complete regarding the EMA filter. Moving on to the next step, step 2, I will wait for confirmation from all 3 Supertrend lines. At this transition point, when it suddenly turns green with 3 lines like this, we will not count it yet. Or when transitioning from a price below, moving above the EMA 350, and the Supertrend pulls up 3 lines changing to green like this, we will not trade yet. I will wait for the Supertrend to change to red first. This is a trick, lie? And whenever it changes back to all green with 3 lines, that's when we will resume trading. You can see that at this moment there is 1 red and 2 green. In this case, we are still on standby, but whenever there are 3 green lines, it confirms the Supertrend, and we will place an order immediately in step 3. For example, if it changes from red, green, green to green, green, green like this, I will open an order in the final step, step 3, at the closing price. The stop loss SL will be placed at the middle Supertrend line. Listen carefully, this is important. We will not place it at the low, nor at the first Supertrend line or the supers trend line. Instead, we will place it at the second line. Set it at 1.5 times, friends. I want friends to trade systematically, not randomly or recklessly. Don't close out early or choose to stop loss and run away. After that, calculate the risk carefully. At this time, the stop loss is not too close, risking the price swinging and hitting it, nor is it too far that we can't reach the take profit. Here we close one position and see the TP has been reached. But along the way, you will notice that there is a color change in the Supertrend. Bang, bang. It changes from green, green, green to red, red, green. And then here it starts to change back to what? Green, green, red, and then green, green, green. At this candlestick, don't focus here yet. Allow me to go back a bit. Therefore, in this strategy, tonight, in this episode, you can enter. You can enter while waiting for the order. You can add more, but only one additional order. This means as market ease, we can hold only 2 positions at the same time. I want it to be like this to keep the risk from being too high. Okay? Otherwise, you might get hit with 2 positions at once. The R is the same as before, set at 1.5 times for the second position. The stop loss is at the second Supertrend line, the middle line. Let's review this one more time and continue. See, this is all set. The TP for the second position and the first position also hit TP, but the first one will TP first because it entered at a lower point. See, this is how to play the Supertrend in 2024, which I hope will be applicable in the year 2000. As for the statistical results, I showed them at the beginning, so you can go back and watch it. Now let's take a look at a downtrend example. Going down, which is the opposite of the uptrend we just discussed. As I mentioned, you need to look at the EMA filter first. You'll notice that at this point, the closing price is below the EMA 350. Therefore, this indicates a momentum for us to consider a downtrend. However, we can't place an order yet because the Supertrend hasn't filtered to red yet. So, we need to hold off on placing an order. Here, you'll notice that the Supertrend has changed to red, so we can open a position. Yes, you can do it immediately, It's not difficult at all. Open at the closing price and place the stop loss at the middle line of the super trend. This is the top line and this is the line closest to the price. We will place it at the middle line. The risk-reward ratio remains the same at 1.5 times. Importantly, don't forget to gradually look for additional entry signals. If there are additional entry signals, you can enter more positions. For example, in this area, while we are letting the first order run, you can see that the super trend has changed color from red to what? Green, red, red, because the candlestick has pulled back slightly. Therefore, it's a good opportunity to add more positions. For example, with the candlestick, do you see that it changed from what color? Green, red, red to red, red, red. This indicates a strong momentum to continue downwards, allowing us to open another order. We only have one more quota, right? White, we will hold. Positions for 2 trades, let's review one more time. Place the stop loss at the middle line of the super trend like this. This is line 12 and 3 with an RR of 1.5 times as well. All set, y'all. You'll notice that here we closed the first trade first and then the second trade closed around this area following down. See? It's not difficult at all. This is another interesting example that I want everyone to learn together. First, take a good look here. You'll notice that the super trend is currently red and the closing price is standing above the EMA 350. Therefore, with this kind of contradiction, we don't need to do anything yet. Next, take a good look at this shot. You'll notice that the closing price has now closed below 350 and the super trend is also red. In this case, should we sell? The answer is not to fail. I mentioned at the beginning of the clip that if there is a super trend and it has been red for a while, and then the closing price falls below, or in the case of an uptrend, it goes above when it's green, it seems like the super trend is changing a direction before the EMA. In such a case, we should not enter yet. Because if we place an order, as you can see, there is a risk of a rebound like this. Suppose we enter a sell here. HL, where do we place it? At the middle line, right? In this case, we would be stopped out. So it's just a fake out. Therefore, to confirm, as I taught earlier, we should wait. We should wait. We won't enter yet, okay? We won't enter here. This is just an example. Let's continue to see what the real situation is like. The real situation is that the price went up above, closing over 350. But the super trend is conflicting with itself, see? It's still not fully filtered, with green and red mixed. We still won't trade at this point. Now, the super trend has changed to what color? Green, green. It's all green now. Can it change like this? It's not just a sudden spike. Therefore, in this case, we can open a position. All set. See? This way is more certain. And friends can add more positions too. Well, see? At this point, the super trend changed from green to what? Red, green, green, and then back to green again on this bar. Therefore, here we have a quota to add more positions. But only in this episode. We don't add more in every episode. If there's an episode where we can add more, I'll inform everyone. Like this. Let's go. 1.5 times. Stop loss at super 10% too as well. This shot, friends will get a total of 2 full positions. And we don't lose the sell position here either. This is a real example. I want you to see that we couldn't sell here if the super trend had changed color before. See? I hope you understand and can use this system in 2025. The super trend with 3 lines really swings. I tested it in 2024 and indeed in January 2025 when this clip was recorded. This super trend system with 3 lines can continuously generate profits. I hope you all like it. If it works well for you, don't forget to comment under this video. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any good clips. In the next episode for today, my team and I would like to say goodbye. See you in the next episode, guaranteed to be fun. Lee, goodbye.